Hi guys, Piotr here, this is Liteforex Global YouTube channel, and the UK CPI is the next data we are going to cover, with the pound versus euro trading below 0.9, with the cable trading above 130, and pound well supported by the yields for now. All eyes on the inflation data, that's number one. But Friday retail sales as well as the next job market is gonna be very, very important. The Bank of England is trying to stay away from the negative interest rates for now, but the thing is that lately we get another comment from Boris Johnson in relation to the Brexit. BJ said that there are plenty of differences again, and they are running out of the time. So with that being said, the CPI, UK CPI, then Friday retail sales, as well as the next UK job market are gonna be key for the pound. So without a further delay, let's jump straight and check few pound charts.
Okay, there you go. UK October CPI plus 0.7 versus 0.5 year to year expected. The core CPI plus 1.5 versus 1.3 year to year expected. The prior one was 1.3. So inflation is in favor of the pound. For now, that's what we have when it comes to the UK data release. Cable. Let's start with the cable. Well, that's the daily chart, and we are very close towards the finishing business when it comes to the swing high. When it comes to the swing low, right, levels close to 31 over here. I do expect eventually to move lower to retest 30.80 at some point in case of one-to-one this type of the price action. But we have to get back to the weekly for a second, because that's what we have here as well, right? 33.50, and with this inflation number, I would rather wait as a seller for this 33.50, right? As a buyer, weekly open could be the case for now, and again, it could be stop count above the previous week high, but still weekly close inside that big range we've seen quite a few weeks ago. I'm talking about this range over here. So let's place few lines here on the cable. It's a weekly chart, so we need the blue lines here, and let's have a look what we can get here, and one more here, and let's switch lower to the daily chart. So for now, green, yeah, we are trying to hold, as you can see, we are trying to hold Monday high, and that's also the key level when it comes to the pound. This swing high possible, so we are getting very, very, very close. And from the intraday perspective, in that case, there you go. From the intraday perspective, in that case, what we have and where we have some things. Okay, so we are trying to hold Monday high, all right? That's how it looks for now. That's the Monday high over here, clearly visible. But I do prefer eventually, from the long side, I do prefer a retest with the lower shadow of the 32, 33 from the intraday perspective. So if you wanna see the visualization, it would be if you wanna see the visualization, it would be like this, the consolidation, and you know, some lower shadow inside and close like this, right? So if I'm going to see somewhere here, based on that consolidation, this type of the setup somewhere here, right? Probably I'm going to try to join the party to the upside. From the short side perspective, well, let's switch to the daily for a second. That's the possible finish the business when it comes to this 3280 possible swing high. But from the intraday perspective, that's what we already discussed. There is that's the daily swing high possible, right? But a little bit higher, we've got quite nice possible swing high from the intraday perspective, right? So there you go over here, and especially that it could work the way with this type of the setup. So trying to summarize the pound overall from higher time frame perspective, medium term, looking for stop count above previous week high and a little bit of the rejection around 33.55. I'm looking to buy around the weekly open 31.65. From the daily chart perspective, it could be swing high around 32.80 and intraday a little bit higher, and the buying zone is around the Monday high with possible lower shadow, as explained from the intraday perspective. So that's how I see the things when it comes to the cable. Euro pound, there you go. We are still staying below 90, right? 0.9. So in that case, of course, the data is supporting the pound here. What I would like to see, some kind of the spike towards weekly open, or maybe a little bit higher for a stop count, right? But anything below 0.9 for me for now is a intraday selling opportunity. So let's switch to the lower time frame. It's going to be visible, clearly visible here, I think. So that's the possible intraday supply towards 89.80, but as I mentioned, in case of the spike higher levels, even towards 0.9 with this highs over here, right? Especially if we are going to, with the visualization, if we are going to get some upper shadow, right, on the early, or maybe a little bit different like engulf, so attempt to go higher and then lower, right? This type of the case around the levels related to the possible supply. But here I do favor a pound. So when it comes to the cable, we were discussing buying, selling. Here for now, at least, I'm looking to fade any kind of the rally. Very similar situation, meaning the pound positive, I see on the pound Australian dollar, and I'm a bit long since yesterday, and I'm going to look to add into the long. And the levels I'm looking for from the pound buying perspective are levels related to both weekly open and daily open today, right? So that's the weekly open, so that's gonna be the full zone I'm looking for buying opportunity, and that's the daily open green color. So let's switch lower and let's have a look what we have. And well, there you go. As you can see, especially around the weekly open, that's the latest weakness related and the breakout zone. So looking to buy around 81, 80, 60. So in case of the deeper pullback, is it possible that we might see this type of the deeper pullback? Of course it is. For example, if we are going to take into the consideration that attempt to break lower, so if that's the top and deeper pullback, as you can see, that could be the case for our pound Aussie. So I'm looking to buy around 81, 80, 65 when it comes to the pound Aussie. But as we've seen over the course of the Tokyo session, a little bit risk off. So in case we are going to totally reverse the course, right? And in case of the more comments Brexit related from the Prime Minister BJ, or maybe things related to the COVID, because lately there are growing rumors about, that there are few politics backing the plan that the people shouldn't work without the vaccine. Well, so that you know what does it mean. So that's the daily chart when it comes to the pound yen. We are trying to hold for now the demand, possible demand zone around 137.50. It's a daily, so it's a green color over here, right? So we are trying to hold these levels as of now, right? We have nice possible swing high around 139.75. Overall, we are working inside some possible supply based on the daily chart here, right? So 39.50, 39.75 really might look like a selling opportunity here. In case of the break below 137.50, I want to see daily close below and then retest, and that could be for me the setup to try to short side. For now, based on what we get as an inflation data out of the UK, I like the pound versus euro and versus Aussie. I'm going to look for both buying and selling opportunity when it comes to the cable, and in case of the risk deterioration, I'm looking to sell pound versus yen. With that being said, guys, don't be trapped. See you around. Take care. Goodbye.